The three pieces you see here are the pseudo-dragon. This is the head, which moves and attacks like a bishop. This is the torso, or the wings. This one moves and attacks like the rook. And this is the tail with the dragon feet. And this one moves and attacks like a knight. Now, each piece can do its thing separately, but what makes the pseudo-dragon so interesting is that these pieces can combine. So if I get the dragon head and combine it with the dragon wings, the torso portion, now this piece becomes one piece. It becomes one unit, and it has the ability of bishop and also the rook combined. If I get the head and put it on the tail piece, now it has the powers of a bishop and a knight combined. So you can make any combination that you like. So now in this case, it's the wings with the tail, so it has rook plus the knight. And of course you can combine all three, and now you have the queen plus the knight. Now, what really makes the pseudo-dragon so cool is that it forms basically a dragon armor. So you can combine it with your other pieces. Like, let's say this is the king, and I'm going to combine it with the dragon tail portion. So that becomes the armor for the king, and now the king has also the abilities of a knight. And now I get the knight, and I combine it with the dragon wings, and now it has the knight's original movements plus the abilities of a rook. So the dragon head, as you know, has the abilities of a bishop, and here we have a pawn, and you combine that. So just imagine a pawn wearing a dragon head-like helmet, a head ornament, and it has, now the pawn also has the abilities of a bishop. This is Hawkgar. And this is what I mean by skull bashing. So, grabs his head, and bam! He can take out two guys by bashing their heads together. And this is his magical sword, which he can use to slash his enemies going around this way or this way. So for a turn he moves it here, here, one space at a time, slashing. He can go in either direction. And when Hawkgar moves, so does his sword. So if he moves here, the sword would move there. If he moved here, the sword would move there. If he moved there, the sword would move here. If he moved here, the sword would move there. Okay, if the sword was here, and if he moved here, the sword would move here. If he moved here, the sword would move there. When 6 pieces have been slain, the Death Mask sorceress has the power to summon the Behemosaurus. Obviously a very large creature, and if you have some kind of fort, you'll be safe from this guy as long as you stay indoors. If you come out though, chances are you'll be defeated pretty quickly. As you can see here, the Behemosaurus, he's 3 pieces wide and 3 pieces tall, so he occupies 9 squares. The Venus flytraps come out of his shoulders, these giant carnivorous. He has 3 eyes, a whole bunch of horns on his head. You can see his claws, and he is a swimmer. So you can see this a whale-like tail, and he has these flippers, webbed-looking claw feet. And obviously the heart is at the center. The heart is his weakness, and it's at the center of his body. The only way to reach it is you will need a piece that is able to jump a square. So you need to be able to jump. Something like a knight would be able to jump and attack the heart. So probably be coming from an end like this and make that L shape to hit the heart.